Hello, everybody. Welcome to the All in Our Heads podcast. Me and my buddy Joe Fernandez. If you're a new listener, welcome aboard. If you're an old listener, thanks again for tuning in and sharing and doing what you can to help the podcast out. If you're new and you're like, hi, we found you, but what's the best way to listen to you? Joe, what would you say is the best way to find us and listen?
Download an app on your phone. Most people are listening just from the Facebook link.
Right.
According to our stats, but you can download an app and then it'll always download whenever a new episode comes up. You don't have to wait to see it come in your feed. We prefer the Laughable app, laughable.com/download. You download that app, subscribe to All in Your Heads podcast, and each week you'll just get a new episode that'll just come for free. Just download right into the app. Or if you have Android, use the iHeartRadio app or any podcasting app. No, it's funny. A friend of mine called and said that he was having problems with his app. He goes, do you recommend an app? I'm like, you listen to the show every week. We do this every week. How do you not know the name of the app that I would recommend every week? Like, how do you, so that goes, it's like laughable.com/download, but I had to actually tell him. And he's someone who listens every week. I'm
telling you, this is off the, people don't, for some reason, when it comes to fine details, they just don't hear them, don't read them for some reason.
Or I'm thinking people that listen to us regularly go, they hear it start, then they go forward, opening music, let's get to it.
They're silly because they're missing like chunks in here that we're telling them about the whole episode.
Big chunks.
Like what's this episode about? Like if you're new and you want to know.
We talk about Mike's audition. Mike had a big audition. We talk about the Golden Globes.
Yes.
We talk about a little bit of politics and entertainment, like how they intersect. And then, and that's about it, I think.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. We just did it, and we already forgot. So we can't blame you for not knowing where to find us, because we just had this conversation, and we don't even know. So we really, our whole argument for shitting on them just really went down the toilet.
Well, we talked about auditions, but we also talked about acting as a different thing, a muscle, like how to act, taking acting classes, the whole big thing. And then we talked about the Golden Globes and how presidents, and then got into politics a little bit, and that was it.
So it was a fun episode. Nice,
it was
easy listening. Thanks for listening, everybody. Appreciate you downloading. Check it out.
You're listening to All in Our Heads with Joe Fernandez and Mike Gaffney. Please enjoy the show.
Yo.
What's
up?
What's up, man?
How'd it go today? Any news? No news?
No, I didn't get it. I didn't get any news. I didn't get it, but I didn't get it.
How do you know you didn't get it?
Because I didn't get a call, and unless they're not doing it this week and they're holding off on shooting this week, I didn't get a call.
All right. You want to let the listeners know what the hell we're talking about?
Yeah. I had an audition yesterday for a big role on Kevin Can Wait, the Kevin James show on CBS, and the guy was really good. He worked with me. He kept coaching me and saying, "No, do it this way. Don't do that. You're acting it too much. Don't act. Don't emphasize words." And then I would do it the way he said it. And every time I would do it, he was like, "Yeah, that's it. That's the way to do it." And but even if I'm honest, I think back about all the times my acting teacher said, when you go on audition, you gotta get there. That was where you gotta get there. And I never fully got there.
What do you mean by get there?
Like be in the character, be the role, be the part. I never got there.
I mean, they gave you less than 24 hours to. Mike got this script less than 24 hours before, and he calls me. He's like, "Can we run these lines?" He comes to my house at 9 o'clock at night. We run the lines for an hour and a half, and then.
Yeah,
you got to go the next day by noon. I mean, how do you beat a character?
You don't.
I mean, maybe a more professional actor that acts all the time could bang into that character quick.
That's the difference. The difference is someone who auditions all the time and who is sharpening that tool and always working on that muscle.
Yeah.
Will be able to go. Let me get there. Now, I could if I feel like if I would have got there a little more. I believed this in my heart. I could tell. I know people. They wanted me. I think they already knew that I was the guy for this. For the listeners, the role called for a guy with Kevin Smith's vibe. A Kevin Smith vibe. Kind of looks like him. The character even supposed to look like him. Like all the characters in Kevin's show go, oh yeah, he looks like Kevin. So it's like I'm supposed to look like Kevin Smith, have his vibe, and
Kevin James, you mean?
I mean, so I'm sorry, Kevin James. I don't like Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
I'm fat, but that's about all I have in common with him.
Kevin Smith, nothing against Kevin Smith.
No, not at all. Nothing at all. Just I don't look like him.
Oh, I thought you said I don't like Kevin Smith.
No. I don't look like him.
Oh, look like him. I'm like, man, what the fuck? He's got to get Kevin Smith.
No, Kevin Smith's awesome.
Segment 2.
I don't like him. I don't look like him at all.
Okay.
But so Kevin James. Everybody, the script calls for a guy to look like Kevin James and have Kevin James's vibe.
I mean, and that's you. Like even Kerry, when I told my wife, I was like, I go, Mike got an audition to be on Kevin Can Wait to play like a Kevin James type character. She goes, oh my God, I've always said that about Mike. He is Kevin James.
Right.
Every time I see Kevin James, I'm like, that's Gaffney. She was so she's gonna be hurt that you didn't get it. She was very pulling for you.
Yeah, I'm never really disappointed about these things.
Yeah.
I really never am. Like, it is what it is. This one I'm disappointed because I know that it's like when I did Last Comic Standing. It was there for the taking.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just there. It was there. Now, there's things that happen behind scenes. I could have nailed it. I could have been amazing, and the doors close, and someone back there sees another guy's like, I like this guy better. You know what I mean? There's things that happen in casting you'll never control.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. That's why you can never think like that.
So I don't think like, but I feel it in my gut. This guy was like, listen, man, I seen your stand-up. I know what you're capable of.
Yeah, for like new listeners, so like last year, was it last year you got you got to stand up for the producers? For
the producer, I guess casting and for Kevin James himself.
He was there when you were performing.
Yes, so we did a showcase at Gotham. Had a showcase for comics, and so it was like maybe 12 comics on the show. Everybody did 5 minutes, and they were using that for this coming season to pick bit roles like the one I went in for yesterday and writers. So I was in their database when this scene came up. When this episode came up, I was the guy.
Yeah. That's great, though.
I don't know how they were casting, rehearsal, and shooting Friday for this episode. Maybe Tom got it wrong, and maybe they're not.
He may have gotten it wrong because I was curious because if you got it, I wanted to go like see a live taping, like
right.
See if Kerry wanted to take off work.
Yeah.
I went to One Iota where you get tickets for Kevin James.
Right.
There was no scheduled taping. It didn't say sold out.
Right.
I mean, I don't know.
Were there other scheduled tapings for him? Like other tapes?
No. I mean, are they filming now? I don't even.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
But but I just kind of like thought, wow, like, so they're casting it. I'm auditioning, and we got to come in for table reads and rehearsals and shoot for Friday. It just didn't make sense. Yeah. So maybe they're not doing that episode this week. Maybe it's next week. They just got their wires crossed. I don't know. But yeah, I felt like I was hoping they saw something that I know I was workable and malleable. I do anything I want. I did whatever they told me to do.
Yeah.
Which is a positive. But I thought maybe if I didn't really get there the way I think I should have, then maybe he's seen that I could get there and would hire me anyhow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this guy can get there. I know he can. But maybe I didn't show him enough to go, yeah, he can get there. If they don't believe I could be the guy or get there, they're not going to hire me. No matter how much I fit for the role. You know? So.
Yeah. I'm thinking he may have gotten it wrong because when a show, like, put it this way, Good Morning America studio taping, it says sold out.
Right.
So, like, if it was sold out, it would say sold out.
Is that where you get Kevin James tickets from, they said?
Well, when I search, I get to Gold Coast Studios where they film.
Right.
Bethpage, New York, and then they give me the link to for tickets for Kevin Can Wait. Please click here, and then it brings you, and there's nothing on One Iota. So I don't know. Maybe we're hoping he got it wrong.
Yeah, I hope so.
And they're still thinking. I'm just thinking that's ridiculous. How do you, that quick a turnaround? Why? Why would they do that to themselves? Why would they have waited till now?
That's what I'm saying. And I thought maybe
they had if they started filming today, they had these scripts in December, November.
Right.
Why would they put so much pressure on somebody that they know is his first time possibly on TV?
Right.
You know what I mean? It just seems like a sketchy way to operate.
Exactly.
Bring that to the wire. Like they have no idea who this guy is 2 days before.
Yeah, not only me though.
When it's the main character of that episode.
The other main character of the episode was being cast. The girl that Kevin James meets in the episode. Like Kevin meets a girl in the beginning of the scene. Like I guess as soon as the episode starts, Kevin meets a girl. They hit it off. He takes her out on a date. He's kind of like seeing her, maybe 1 or 2 dates. He then tries to hook me up with Leah Remini's character, Vanessa. He tries to hook me up with her. When I was at the audition, everybody was auditioning. The girl for the role for Kevin's girlfriend, and there's a guy, this hip guy that he tries to hook up with Vanessa. He was there auditioning. His character was there auditioning. It's like the whole episode is auditioning a day before the table read.
Nah, that's
I don't think so. But I know commercials do that. A commercial's like, oh, you read today? We shoot tomorrow. You know?
Yeah, very well could. But I don't know why they're not selling tickets for studio audience unless they've just been sold out for months and months and months, and they just took it off the website.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
but anyway, at first, I mean, like I said, I was hoping that they may see past some of the rough edges and go, we can work with this guy.
Yeah.
But I think if they don't, I understand why, and I do. It took me till like last night driving home, and I was like, I felt like I never got there, and then I got there today. Like I've been doing it, I just keep doing it in my head. I just keep doing it anyhow.
Yeah.
And doing it out loud because it was something I was doing for 10 hours. I just do it. I do the scene anyhow, and I feel it more now. Like it comes out of me naturally. It just comes out of me naturally. And the thing I did today is not trick myself, I guess, to try to make me feel it, is I shouted the words. Not shouted like, oh! I was just I got really loud with them.
Yeah.
Like with the dino, I was like, hey, like that. Like, hey, I can get 2 tickets to the game. Like I got really animated with it. Hey, I can get 2 more tickets to the game. You want to bring the girls? Like I got really animated with it. And then the very next time I said the words, I toned it down, and it was like natural. It just came from me. And I was like, this is there. This is what I should have done in front of them.
Right.
This is what is getting there. And I think more practice will get me to be able to get there quicker.
Yeah, I guess that's the thing. It's like, we work so hard on stand-up, and actors constantly work hard on auditions.
Yep.
So they go in there and bing, bang, boom.
They're in. That's what my acting coach used to say. You just have to get there quick, man. The casting director doesn't have time to wait for your process for days. You're in the audition, get there. Just try to figure out whatever can get you there, get you there. My hardest problem was being stuck on memorizing words.
Yeah.
And like, she used to yell at me all the time. She's like, forget memorizing these words. You're like stuck on the words.
Yeah.
And like, so like that's a problem of mine. But once I get past all of that, I fucking get right in the groove. But so that's something I just got to learn. So what I am going to do is I'm going to reach out to my acting teacher and see if I can maybe take one-on-one classes with her, just like some kind of coaching.
Yeah, or maybe I've seen it advertised. Places have like auditioning classes where like you like work on auditioning.
I did
that.
I did that. It was monologues and auditions, on-screen auditions.
Yeah.
On-camera auditions. I did that. I just didn't like the side. She had too many people in the class, and like it just was too much. And like I felt like me and like two other guys were like the last people to always go up in class, and like everyone else is doing 15, 20 minutes on their stupid monologue, and then it come to me, we have like a minute left. It's like, go ahead, Mike. Oh, it's fine. And like, just felt like I saw a kid. You know,
I found that in my acting class. I used to like raise my hand first. I wanted to get out of the way.
Yeah.
I was practicing my monologue so much, I'm like, I can't let my brain go to mush over 3 hours and then go.
Right.
Like, who wants to volunteer? I'm like, I'll go. Even if I suck, I got to get out of the way.
Yeah. But I'm thinking I'm going to ask her maybe a one-on-one kind of thing. Just personal. How much is that going to cost a week? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just a personal one-on-one thing where I sit, in front of the camera, audition, do monologues, and see if I can, just practice better, get there. And then us writing scripts, filming things will keep the practice of practice.
Or like act more like my acting teacher got me on that private group where these college students look for actors because they have a deal with the acting school.
Right.
And I'll act in some student productions if I get cast in one just for practice. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? Just act in anything. So maybe that. Right. Maybe look. I mean, I remember when I was in film school and I was looking for actors for my productions, like, you put stuff in Backstage saying I'm a student filmmaker looking for an actor. So there's definitely work out there if you just want to act.
Right. No,
and not worry about money. You know what I mean? Not worry about money.
I did that one comic, Eric. He had something he wanted me to shoot. Remember that time I shot?
Oh, yeah.
Like I was like a DJ for him, like I owned a DJ company. I did that role. I read the script. I memorized my script. I didn't have to look at the word. Like, you know what I mean? Like I would do that all day long. I would act in anybody's stupid sketch. I don't care.
Right.
Just to get better.
For sure, man.
But I think that's what we need to do. I mean, I need to go back to taking class and write a little something. Like, you know what I mean?
That's what
because this thing was laid out for me. And if I was a little sharper, I think I would have been a no-brainer.
Yeah. Got to diversify ourselves. Got to be ready for opportunity.
And I think I have something that gets in my mind. Some of the other comics, they can go up and just act and go, and they just get it because for some reason they're able to not care. I fucking have something that stops me. It's just like I want it so bad. I want things too bad.
It's an uncomfortable, and you're not comfortable in the position.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's, confidence. It's all confidence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you got to fake it till you make it. I can't. Well, yesterday I wasn't nervous. I just was. I knew I knew my shortcomings in auditions. I knew my shortcomings would be like I'm reading the script in my brain.
Right.
That's my shortcoming. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I knew that I would act it because that's the only way I knew how to try to remember it.
Mm-hmm.
And he just wanted me to say the words from my stomach. Just say them.
Yeah.
Say the words. Say them like you're saying them. Say you're a fucking idiot. I'm an idiot. You know what I mean? Oh, you're beautiful and funny. I got intimidated. And like an idiot, like that. Just be yourself. And like an idiot, just be you. Say I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
And I did that. Like he just said, like say that role. I was intimidated, and I'm an idiot and forced and droned on about stupid stories, and like just say that. Just say it. I was like, yeah, because I'm an idiot. I was an idiot, and like an idiot, I droned on with stupid stories about refereeing games. He's like, there you go. See how you just said that? Just say that.
Yeah.
And that's what my acting coach used to yell at me. She would be like, she wanted me to do this monologue, and she's like, do it. Just do it in your voice. And I would do it, and I would be like, you could just tell that I'm so caught up on getting the words right, and you have to get the words right, but I'm so worried about getting the words right that I'm not in the moment.
Yeah.
And then she was like, just relax. And then I would snap. I would be like, I don't know what the hell you want from me. I'm trying to do this. She was like, that's what I want right there. See how you just said shit? Just say it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right. And I would start to say it stiffer because I'm so focused on the goddamn lines.
Well, it's just like stand-up, man. Knowing your act so well, you don't have to think about it. You just go up there.
Yeah.
And, knowing so well.
Right.
And that same thing, when I did my monologue for my class, like, man, I obsessively practiced it all day, every day. Boom, just in my car to myself, just constantly. And then as the weeks progressed, the last 2 weeks of the class, it was like I fucking live this.
Right.
Like I'm actually telling somebody something that actually happened in my life. That's how well I knew. Like I felt like just like a story I tell people over and over again in my real life.
Yep.
I felt like this is something that actually happened to me.
Right.
But for whatever reason, when I'm acting, I can't move my feet. That's my downfall as an actor.
Right.
I'll tell you, I'll do any monologue great, but right here. I have a hard time moving over there on the stage. It's a very... And if I move over there, I'm out of it.
Yeah.
What was my line? Why? You forgot your line? Yeah, because I'm over here now.
I left it over there. I left my line over there.
If I can get my feet moving, I'm going to be I'll be a serviceable actor, I think. If I can learn how to walk and act. Talk. I'm a very good stationary actor. If you put me in a chair, I'm good to go.
Audition for people in wheelchairs.
Yeah. Found my niche. Finally. I found my thing. Paraplegic acting. But I can't get no roles because they want
not a big call. Not a big call for it, but god damn it, that's my niche.
Yeah, then I'll get bad press for being like, why'd you cast the guy that can walk? There's plenty of actors that can't walk. I'd be like, oh man, I just can't get your break.
It's a break.
I'm just not good. I'm just not meant for entertainment. I'm white. I can walk. There's
no room for me.
There's no room. They're chock full of walking white actors. They're chock full of walking white stand-ups. Be like, man, I can't even use this last name I have. I think that would get me somewhere. Fernandez. No, it's the other one. The one nobody gives a shit about. Nobody wants to help the Portuguese.
No.
No one's ever. You never see a rally for Portuguese.
You're not disenfranchised.
No, I'm not. I'm totally franchised. I'm over-franchised.
So yeah. Anyway, it would have been nice. And it's just if it's what it is. I mean, like if you look at it realistically, the amount of I don't do anything with that muscle, right?
Yeah.
I do nothing with that muscle. If we look at it realistically, it's like a comic winning America's Got Talent that has only done it 12 times in his life.
Yeah.
Like there's no shot. It's like back when they did Last Comic Standing, they did the Cattle Call, and you could have been doing comedy a week at an open mic, and you're going up against guys who have been doing it for 25 years, right?
Yeah.
And at the end of the year, at the end of every episode, at the end of every season, you wonder why the guy who's been doing it a while won. You're
right.
like, how come that guy doesn't need an opportunity? Like that's why, because comics, you can't be doing it 2 weeks and win a competition,
right?
Unless you're up against other people who've been doing it 2 weeks.
Yeah. Unless you're that fan, and I think he was doing it like a few months.
He was doing it for a little while, but not long enough. And he had a niche.
Yeah.
And they were trying to push some sort of agenda, and it failed immensely on them. That's fine. But like if like in a role like this, there's a bazillion people going in. Like auditioning the day was, like I said, there was 4 different roles auditioning for that episode were auditioning the same day I was. So there's the girl who dated him, a guy that he hooks her up with, and another guy at the bar or something. So I saw all those guys. Now the 2 guys who he set him up on a date with this guy who was like a hipster mixologist. And those 2 dudes came in with suspenders. That one dude looked like a hipster mixologist. Like he looked like I thought he was just a hipster mixologist here on an audition. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know he was auditioning for a hipster mixologist. That's how much he looked like that.
Yeah.
It's like these guys both look like the role. They came in looking exactly like the part they're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
These guys, and they're probably going to go and change out of it and go down and look like a guy who plays basketball for the next audition. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they do all day long. You know what I'm saying? If you email me today and go, you got a tomorrow for a limo driver, I got to go out and buy a limo driver suit. I don't even have nothing that I could wear. You know what I'm saying? I got to buy that shit for the audition. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't do it enough. So why would I get a role on a great television show, on a show that's on CBS, that's a popular show, with never doing it ever? Like, is it possible? Yes, but why, in my own head, why would I deserve that? Not that I'm a shitbag, but why? What have I done chops-wise to deserve that? You know?
Yeah.
So it's to fucking get back to the drum. If that's what you really want to do, Mike, if you want to go out on auditions and nail a good television show, then you better fucking be ready.
Yeah, I mean,
this casting agent is gonna. How many times is he gonna call me back? Now, my commercial agent used to send me out all the time, right? Well, not all the time, but at first he was sending me out like 3 times a month. Then it was like once every couple of months. But every time he sent me out, the casting agents he would send me to requested me, and would email him back saying, "Yo, that guy's great." Right? But after a while, you stop not being good. How many times are they gonna reach out to you?
Yeah.
The guy. We're good. We know what he's got. He don't have it for us. So, if I want to continue to put myself out there and put myself, in the mix, I better get better.
Yeah, because it's a craft just like comedy.
Absolutely.
I mean, like, I think that's what, like, doing the acting I'm doing is just sheerly for hobby. Like, I've never had a desire to be an actor. But I think that's why I'm enjoying it, because I'm not expecting to do anything with it.
Right.
Like, I'm enjoying learning this craft, and I'm respecting it, and I'm just learning how to do things. And what it is giving me is, better ideas to write. But I think it's like I have an enjoyment for it because I'm like, I can't see myself going on auditions. Like,
no,
I don't think that's going to be a thing I'll do. Like, I enjoy this class. You know what I mean? I enjoy the doing it. Would I ever? I don't know, but I'm keeping that out of my brain right now.
I gotcha.
I just want to have fun.
There's that guy in that person in Jersey, like Natty Bumper Car works for him. A lot of people do commercials for him. You know that. There's a dude that shoots commercials for local Jersey stuff.
Okay.
And a couple of comments. Like, that would be something that can cut your teeth on. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I'm not saying I wouldn't.
Right.
But it's just, I try to just like have fun and just let the chips fall where they may type of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not, it's just, I like having something in my life that I'm not obsessed about, that I'm having fun with. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But, plus,
comedy.
I'm awful at it. I'm only in my 3rd class, so I'm quite dreadful as an actor.
I did when I was given scenes in class. We did scene study. I did really well. When we were given,
that's what I'm doing next. Scene study.
We were given exercises where we develop no script, just directions on what we were supposed to be doing, like things that we were supposed to be doing, but no script. And then we just talked the script out. We let it happen as it happened off of each other. When I did that, I was able to cry on fucking cue. I was, you know what I mean? In my scene study, I was able to cry. I was able to be in the moment with our scenes. We've done a couple scenes that year.
I'll be good with crying if that comes to my class. I spend most of my life stopping myself from crying. So it'll be like, what? I'm free? I'll just have a meltdown in class.
Like, you're not supposed to cry for this scene, bro. You just...
like, I thought you said... All right.
Oh, so you're getting ice cream.
I'm going to go in the other room and start crying for my next scene. So just let me just say action. I'll walk in, cry. Listen, bro, I've been wanting to cry for a while, and I've been trying to hold together for friends and family, but maybe this is why I needed this class. This is right. It's kind of what I need. Do you have a class just on crying? Can I come here every Monday and cry?
That's something I'm totally all right with. I cry enough.
Yeah.
I cry all the time. Holy shit. But anyway, that was what happened. And, put it out there, the vibe's out there. You never know what'll...
You never know. It could come back. They could need you for another role. They like you. You're in their you're in their thoughts and prayers. Speaking of acting, did you watch the Golden Globes?
Was that something? No, I did not. I don't know what I did. Oh, I was so tired I passed out.
All right.
I couldn't stay awake. I couldn't stay. And I normally watch all award shows just to tweet about it, just to be involved.
Yeah.
I
could
not.
The most agenda-driven one I've seen in a while.
I couldn't keep my eyes open.
Yeah.
I didn't even put it on. I was like, fuck this.
It was the Me Too movement's night of awards.
Oh, really?
Oh, it was.
Oh, well, this is the first award.
It was Me Too and pay equality. That was what it was all about.
Okay.
Pay inequality. But yeah, what was it? The girl who played in Star Wars, Natalie Portman, when they did the Best Director, they're like, and now the awards for Best Director, and she goes, and the all-male list is, and then they named. Here's my thing about that. Listen, I want, women directors definitely be recognized, but it's like, do you want them now to overcompensate? Is it really that women aren't being recognized because they're women, or is the movie just not...
Is your product up to par, or do we have to?
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it's very
Well, because look at what's her name, who won back when what's her name's ex-wife, Cameron's ex-wife, the year that both of them were up, and she won
the
year?
Oscar. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so her film was amazing, and it won.
Yeah, well, they're saying no one's won a Golden Globe since Barbra Streisand won for Yentl in the 80s.
Yeah.
First off, Barbra Streisand looks like a Thundercat. She's morphing into a feline. I don't know if you've seen her.
I haven't.
That plastic surgery, I feel like they have you go to a barber and you pick haircuts. I feel like she sees a bunch of lions. Like, can I have the lion-o from? It's like, what the fuck is happening here, man? And it's really? like someone's got to know. Like, do you have no one in your family that knows you look like a jungle cat? Like, are you that powerful that no one's that honest with you? Like, hey, Babs, you look like you need to eat tender victuals for fucking dinner now. It's like,
really?
Like, we need to get you a scratch pole.
Let me look at her.
Yeah, look at Barbra Streisand Golden Globes. I was just like, what?
That's why I'm going to go Google.
It's uncanny how she looks like a prehistoric feline. It's bad to say, but
well, let's see. But as far as maybe women not getting opportunities to direct, great films, that might be something that they need to look at.
Yeah, no, for sure. But you always wonder. It's like, is it because
Really, I don't think she looks. I don't think so.
No?
No,
I don't know. You don't look at the pictures I'm looking at.
I was looking for bigger hair. I just see regular straight down blonde hair.
Nah, she looks like a lion. She looks like a Thundercat.
I thought she looked more like a Thundercat back when she did. That's Bette Midler, right? No, that was Bette Midler. I'm thinking. You're not thinking Bette Midler?
No, I made the joke when I saw her walk out onto the stage of the Golden Globes, and people concurred.
Well, fuck you and your people. I don't care about you people.
All right, well, fuck. To me, she looks like a fucking cat.
I'm trying to look and see if I see one that maybe catches her on cat angle.
And you got it from the Golden Globes this year?
Yeah. Yep, 2018.
I don't know. I don't know what you're looking at, things. I'm looking at one right now, and
black outfit.
All I want to do is throw her a bowl of yarn.
Black outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it.
All
I'm
right,
not arguing with you.
Then
I just don't see it.
You don't see it. There was a lot of fake faces there. It was
well, yeah, that I believe.
Yeah, and then the whole black dress thing. I made a joke about that, or just an observation. Was like, Hollywood, how are you gonna, combat? What's your answer to all the sexual harassment you've been ignoring all these years? Like, we're gonna wear black dresses and give each other awards. Like, yeah, it should do it. That should take care of it. I wanted to read something. This girl, Amy Carlson, I don't think she does comedy anymore, but
she moved to Arizona or something, right?
Florida.
Florida, okay.
She's like, I want to read what she wrote, and I thought it was good, because it's good when a woman writes something about it, not a douchebag like me. But she says, please spare me with the wearing black for sexual harassment nonsense. How about this instead? Wear no makeup, no hairdressing, no bras or other body-shaping clothing. Wear flannel pants and a T-shirt. That would be symbolic of revealing the truth. Because the truth is, women do all of these things to appear attractive to other people, particularly the opposite sex, whether for sex or opportunity or both. Don't give me the I do all that to make myself feel good shit either. Because if all that shit felt good, you'd be going home at the end of the day and making your mac and cheese and your bustier in full makeup and not tossing your bra on the couch the minute you step through the door. This empty wearing black bullshit is just that. I'm so sick of people. Anyway, have a good day. Now, that's coming from a girl who's very attractive and was a model, like a very attractive model, and has been in that end of the business of look and everything. And it's just, it just seems so like it was just such a Hollywood out of touch reaction.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and then, Oprah comes out with her speech, and it's almost like they wanted her to do like a presidential speech.
Yeah. She was like,
I love the speech. The speech did touch me.
I didn't hear it.
The speech did touch me because, listen, I do have women in my family that have told me stories about men fucking with them their whole, you know what I mean? So I feel it, but I just felt like Hollywood is just so like fucking out of touch with. It just comes off as phony as fuck. That's
the problem. It comes off as phony, no matter if some of them are really genuinely trying to get a message out. It all comes off as phony, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, then there's people who latch onto that phony and just call the whole movement phony, and it just shoots everything down. It shoots everything down that you're trying to do. Because people go, it's all phony. It's like, not all phony. I'm sure, yes, it is, but that's the problem. It just comes off phony. They use this stupid platform. It's like, listen, start holding each other accountable. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, was it hard for women to get honest about Harvey Weinstein because they were afraid their careers would be shot? Of course it was. These are people who want to be, whose passion is to act, not be stars. Some of them are just to be stars, right?
Yeah.
But some people, it's their passion. Acting is their passion. They love everything about it.
Yeah.
And then you get a guy like Harvey Weinstein that kind of holds the key to your whole future. So, of course, something happens and you bottle up and you don't tell people about it. So that it's hard for women to get honest. So now that people are coming out and they hold each other accountable, hold the men that you work with accountable, but everybody wearing the same dress and the all man category. It's like, listen, man, it's like the same way I feel if like when somebody like a black actor, like there's no black people being, honored at the awards, and I'm like, well, they're not in good roles. The problem is they're not given good roles.
Right. Well, that's the guy who won for This Is Us said he's like, I've always been like the token black guy in my roles, but he's like, this role was written for a black guy,
right,
to tell a black story, and that's why and he's the first black guy to win Best Actor for a TV show.
Oh, really?
Black actor to win for a TV show.
Okay.
And it's good because I feel like that's a legit win. Like it's not like they were crying nobody was saying no black guy. Like I mean, I watch that show every week. He's amazing in that show.
Yes, absolutely.
You don't want it like it's like that whole just like in comedy where they say there's too many white guys. It's like how about just talent? Why can't the ability to do the job be it? Why does it have to be about a gender, a race? Like, why do you have to spread the wealth? Why can't it just be about the talent? It seems that's to me, it almost seems racist and sexist to give people things because they're something.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like
yes,
to deny like me an opportunity because I'm not black or Spanish or a female seems like you guys are doing the exact thing you rally against.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I also think that there aren't that like you were saying, like why aren't there more roles? We talked about this like during the Oscars. Why aren't there more roles for big time black actors? And the truth was they said like they don't want to put a black guy on their billboards. Like there was reasons behind it. You know what I'm saying?
That's in other countries.
In other countries, right?
Because the foreign gross sales get taken down.
Correct.
Like in China.
Right. So when a big exec's writing a movie and it really doesn't have to be a black or a white guy, it doesn't have to be. The role's not written for a race; it's just written for a person. They're gonna give it to a white dude.
Yeah.
You know, like. There's some roles that are written specifically for white people, and there's some roles that are written specifically for black people. But I don't like when you're putting a star. If you're writing the movie fucking Ocean's 11, that main guy doesn't have to be a white guy.
No, it's got to be a drawing power too. That's the other aspect. It's like that's the same reason why we can't get booked in certain clubs. It's like you put our name and our face up there, they're like, no one's coming. No one knows who. Yeah, you could be the funniest guy on the planet.
Doesn't mean shit.
But people want to see a star.
Yeah, somebody's got to bring the people to the seats. There's going to be a handful of people who come out to laugh, and there's going to be a larger handful of people who come out because they want to see that person.
That's what Dave Attell. I was listening to a podcast with Dave Attell recently. He was on that Patty Rossborough's Chick Chat.
Okay.
And I checked it out, and he was saying, he's like, that's where the difference to comedy when he started. He goes, used to become a good comedian, and people would just come out to see a good comedian. He's like, now these young kids are getting into clubs after they've been on TV already. Right. It's almost like to get in a club, you need to be on TV. Nobody gives a shit if you're funny.
Nope.
It's like it's reverse of what it used to be. You used to go get funny to get on TV. Now
so
it's like you got to get on TV so you have the opportunity to do stand-up.
Right. Yep.
Which is bizarre as fuck.
Yeah, but years ago there wasn't. I mean, you had 100 channels. You know what I mean? And I'm not even talking about the 80s. I'm talking about the 90s. You had 100 channels on basic cable. You know what I mean? A couple of them had some comedy things, so you still had a very limited access. So you had to be really good before they gave you that opportunity to be on TV. Now there's 1,700,000 fucking outlets. You could put anything up and it could take off. You don't know what. You could put it up on fucking, I got a little comedy sketch that got on Logo and it took off. Like, who knows? But there's so much. So these kids are like YouTubing the fuck out of everybody, making all their own comedy videos, and then they get 3 million followers, and then they call up a club and they're like, I got 3 million views on that video I did 6 months ago. Can I come into your club? And the guy's like, yeah, no problem. Come on in.
That's what he said to her because her daughter's doing stand-up now. She's like in her 20s.
Right.
And you know, she's like, well, like basically like asking him like, what would you recommend? And like he goes, tell her to get a YouTube channel. If you get a successful YouTube channel, you could probably do stand up.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like, it's so true.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I like the Golden Globe. I like award shows. I'm a sucker. I like to watch award shows because I like to joke about them too on like Twitter and Facebook. But I do like watching people
get their award.
Check it out. They were, if a woman won and was giving her speech, she can go as long as she wants. A man won, they started playing the music like so quick. It was just so deliberate. You're just like,
yeah, it's not good.
Come on, like
you can't swing the pendulum that way.
Shouldn't equality be equal? I guess
Absolutely.
we're fighting for it. I guess I probably sound like a dickhead to women out there hearing this, and I'm not trying to. It's like I do support everything that was spoken about. You know what I mean? I'm totally on board with the Me Too thing. I'm totally on board with being paid equal. I just don't want it to. I'm trying to say like, are they going to overcompensate now to please you?
But I think you've said this a million times about other topics, and it's always true. You kind of like fall off of it because you believe one thing or another, but it's always true. You can't pitter-patter in the middle to make change. It's either got to swing that motherfucker all the way over to the other side before it comes and finds its balance.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But doing it intentionally, like out in the open, like, man, you're a guy, get off stage now, is kind of fucked up. But it's like how like a black guy, like if you say, now how black guys would get arrested just because they were black, right?
Yeah.
And now, I'm losing my train of thought, but the point is that men have been shafting and just not being fair to women. The industry and the world has not been fair to women for so many years, like secretively and not admitting it and not being honest about it. And now everyone's being exposed, so now women are honestly not being fair the other way. It just is a little cheesier. Guys have been doing it to them for years, but kind of behind closed doors. They're doing it out open. It just looks, but it's like justified. Like I get why you're doing it. It's justified because you've been fucked over for so many years. But I think it's got to go all the way over there for men to get their shit together.
Yeah.
You know?
I just looked something up because I remember the speech because Denzel Washington won in 2001 for Training Day, actor in a leading role.
Yeah.
And it was around the time they were talking about not a lot. And then what's her face won the same year. Holly Berry.
Yeah.
Won. And even Denzel Washington, I remember him like not like believing it was kind of hokey.
Right.
Because his first lines of that speech were, 2 birds in one night, huh?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, that was his snide, like, are you trying to get this out of the way?
Right.
2 birds in one night, huh? Like, with a question. Like pondering. It's like, and everybody felt it.
Uh-huh.
Because, they gave that to him. He was great in that movie, but he was snubbed for so many before that.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like it's like I hate the way Hollywood pats itself on the back.
Uh-huh.
It's like, don't pat yourself on the back for the fucking award show. Pat yourself on the back in real life.
Right.
Change. You know what I mean? Change.
Yeah.
Like, nominate women.
Right.
Don't talk about it. You know what I mean?
Another thing
because here's the thing. It's like the actresses listen, man. Fucking the actresses up there that are talking about it are powerful women. Reese Witherspoon is a producer. Was a producer for Big Little Lies.
Yeah.
On HBO. These aren't up and coming actresses looking for a handout.
No, right.
You're powerful people in the business.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Hire women directors. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like Steven Spielberg, I'm sorry, you're a fucking powerful guy in Hollywood. Hire women. Don't talk
Right.
about we got to. Oh yeah, we got to do better. Do better.
Look at like Spike Lee when all his films and his crews, like that he did what he put his money where his mouth is.
Right.
You know what I mean, put black people on screen. He put black people behind the camera, black writers,
Right.
and made great product.
Yeah. So then you know that if like you know at least 2 women will be in the best director category next year's Golden Globes,
Right.
just based off of this year. And
Right,
you know
right.
if one of them wins, it's gonna feel hollow
Absolutely.
because it's gonna feel like what Denzel said that two birds in
Right.
once, huh? Like,
2 birds, 1 stone. Right.
Yeah, and it's like yes, it's like, and that's what I'm saying. It's like
Right.
I don't know. Like, do you want to get it the right way? I guess, like you said, you have to nudge it that way.
Yeah. So what's going to happen? Let's just say, like you said, next year a woman wins and it's going to feel hollow. But maybe the following year, it's like, for instance, Denzel won, Holly won, and then who won after them? Black.
Oh, best actor?
Yeah, a
After
couple
that,
more, right?
I think, Jamie Foxx.
Yeah. So it happened a few more times. That one girl from 12 Years a Slave, that girl won. The guy, remember, like it started to happen.
Yeah, it started to happen. Yeah.
A little more. So every time it happens, you're not like, oh, really? But then it was a couple year drought where nothing happened, and then they made the big stink. No black people, don't go to the awards, and then they handed out black people awards, and like, there you go again. It's like, well, you gotta shut the fuck up because you can't win every single year. And I know you're like, well, white people win every year. Yeah, okay. What black people have to win every year? Then you have to win every year. Then white people can't win every year. So then you're telling me that only black people should win the awards.
Yeah.
Only black people should win then. Because if a white person wins, we're not being fair. Like, wait a minute. It's only fair if a black person wins? You're telling me a white person can't put out a better product? Like, so it's got to go through this growing pains for women and black people. It has to go through all these growing pains before it becomes the norm. But I think if a woman doesn't get nominated, you can't immediately think it's because women don't get nominated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Eventually, it's got to come to, all right, everyone's had awards. Everyone's been nominated. We've all done it a lot. This year, maybe just a bunch of dudes. This year might be a bunch of black people. This year might be just a bunch of white people. And everyone needs to shut the fuck up. Another thing, and I love award shows, but you know what, Hollywood, maybe, just maybe, do them off camera. Give yourself your awards. Because this means a lot to you guys, and it really doesn't mean a lot to the public. They just like watching it for the pageantry of the show and the gala of the show. Most people, other than entertainers, don't give a fuck.
Right. I like watching it. I just don't it was just too political for me.
I love watching it too.
It was too political. It's like, come on, kid. Like, especially nowadays, we get a lot of it. It's like, and I guess this one had to be this because of this year with the Hollywood thing.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's like in what it's like, it's so much bigger than you guys, and that's like, it's like, let me tell you something. There's bosses and powerful dudes in regular America
that are taking
you don't even know of. Yeah, they don't give a fuck about your Me Too. It ain't gonna touch them.
Right, absolutely.
Because these women aren't going to come out because they have no platform, because they have no way to get in front of cameras or to put names out there or to be believed because of who they are. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that's where you really should put your effort. You should put your let's put our effort in making sure. Okay, you're a woman who, I mean, first off, Hollywood is tough to get in. Period. You're a woman who got past something that's hard for men to get into, to direct a movie, to direct a Hollywood movie. Are you kidding me? You fucking won the lottery. You fucking won the lottery. And your cause is going to be, I got to get my award nomination with all this. If you're about women, how about you go out there and help the women in the real world figure out how we can help how about you try and figure out how to help the women that are watching the movies? A woman that spent all her day being harassed by her boss and is now
Right.
paying $35 to go with her kid, or $70 to take her kid to a movie to see your movie.
Right.
But she dealt with harassment all day because she has to make that money to pay for. It's like you have no, like, you've won. You've directing a Hollywood movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you're gonna nitpick.
Yeah, you
nominations.
But you're I get it. You have it's all relative. This is your world you're in. But remember, when you're in front of the camera, you're not speaking to a bunch of your world people. You're speaking to a bunch of regular women.
Yeah.
They should have just did like some kind of like take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, how long you want to take for the show. Have a couple of women give speeches about a program they're setting up, an 800 number for women to call other women and talk about being sexually abused and try to figure out a way to get through it. Like something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Take 10 minutes and say, this is what we as actors have set up. We're going to all, it's like a telethon. We're all going to be on the phones. You could talk to fucking Halle, you could talk to Halle Berry. You know what I'm saying? If you have, you know what I mean? And get through on a hotline and talk to people about your problems. Something.
Yeah, it's just maybe we should
reach out to the world. Don't just say, "Hey, man, we get it. You're going through problems too, but don't make it all about Hollywood."
See, it used to be like a thing where like you're watching an award show, and it's just an award show, and then out of nowhere,
someone comes in with
makes a political statement that
stands
floors
out.
you because you weren't expecting it.
Right, like Sinead O'Connor ripping up the Post picture that time.
Right,
like out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's just
that's a state. That's something that makes change because you're like, holy fuck.
It's like, yeah, you're saying no more, whatever the hashtag was, what it was, time's up, and it's like, yeah, there's motherfuckers in that audience that you're keeping your mouth shut about.
Right.
Ain't no motherfucking way that whole audience of Hollywood executives,
right,
4 creeps in there.
Right.
That you're ignoring, that you know about. Get the fuck out of here, man. You know who the creeps are.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know who the creeps are, and you're just you're not bold.
Right. Absolutely.
You're not bold. You're fucking Meryl Streep. You applauded fucking Roman Polanski when he won the Oscar. He's already publicly admitted raping a teenage girl. Fled the country for that. And you still gave him a pause break at the Academy Awards. It's like,
he makes some good movies.
Fuck.
He's a good writer.
Yeah, he does make some good movies, I gotta say.
Did he rape the girl, or did he just sleep with a teenager? Was it statutory rape?
It was
or was
both.
it rape?
It was. I didn't read the whole case, but
okay, I thought it was statutory rape.
Either way, he ran from the law for it.
Oh yeah, that I get.
He went out of the country, so he probably felt like he did something wrong.
Yeah, well, if you tell me sleeping with a 16-year-old is something wrong, and I'm not saying it isn't, and like, oh well, we had a relationship. She liked me, I liked her. I know it's a big age difference, but oh yeah, but you broke a law in Arizona. Well, I'm out of here then. Take care.
Yeah, but anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying.
If you're a powerful Hollywood guy bringing teenage girls to your house, you're probably a creep.
Most likely.
But what I'm saying is, though, it's like, yeah, you could have called out all that. Like, what was it? They're like Gary Oldman won, and then the next day they're like, it was nice of them to ignore the fact that he's been accused.
Really? Oh yeah.
They gave him an award.
No, yeah.
They're phony. They're phony.
Yeah, they are.
Not all of them. Not all of them. But it's like, to me, it rang hollow. And it was like, for the first time, I'm watching the Golden Globes, and I'm like, you know what? This is just, and I know it's hokey, and that's what I like about it. I love the whole pageantry. It's like this La La Land, and I do like watching people win like the first time because I believe their speech.
Right, yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Like I saw the movie Lady Bird, and I loved Lady Bird. It was a good movie, and that young actress who won for it, I was like, man. I felt it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah.
But like the overall thing was hollow to me. I felt like, Oprah's speech was powerful. I felt that was
I gotta
genuine.
watch it. Guys. It was too much. Like the next day, I saw so much about her saying something about president. I was just like, I don't want to hear anything about politics, presidents, I don't give a fuck.
And that's another out of touch thing. It's like Oprah for president. It's like that's why we're in the mess we're in.
Yeah,
Enough entertainers. It's like, can we get a scientist in there? A guy with a law degree like Obama at least went to Harvard Law. Like, I want an educated person that makes educated decisions. Like, and I have no doubt that being a celebrity is hard to get there, and you're a great, intelligent person, but you haven't dedicated your life to helping people selflessly.
To service, right.
To selflessly help people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know, what's the Woody Allen's old slogan, politics is show business for ugly people.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Which is, and I get, once you get to that point,
when you're in the public eye, when you're in like public office, when you're doing like the grunt, like my dad was a councilman, didn't get paid. It was volunteer, but you had to get voted in, but it's a volunteer service. My dad did everything he could for the people.
Right. That's the guy you want to see move up and achieve things.
Right.
I mean, the guy goes from the councilman to the assemblyman to the governor to the senator to the. It's like, wow. That's why I never understood the whole argument. Like, I don't like a career politician. It's like, why? Yeah. He knows how to talk to these people. He knows how to do the dance.
Yeah, and he knows what the fuck he's talking about laws and like what page that's on. I need that guy to know that this isn't the first time you're thumbing through that book, you retard.
Yeah, I'd rather have a guy who gives shitty speeches but like thinks about things.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, the guy's an awful orator, but he gets shit done.
The thing that bothers me is with politics in general. People like, it doesn't matter. They're all full of shit. They're not all full of shit. The system is fucking kind of rigged. And it's rigged for the people to make money. And if you're in the system, you're part of the rig system. But some guys are genuinely there hoping that they can help.
And it's all gray area. There's no right or wrong way to do anything.
Right.
It's just like your life, dude or lady.
Yeah.
Your life is not black and white.
Dude or lady.
I need to be inclusive. This is the Me Too generation, equality.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Dude.
It's like, no, but
or
what?
lady. Just the way. I like that. Fucking dude or lady.
But yeah, your life is gray. It ain't black and white. It's fucking confusing. Shit, you try shit don't work out. You say shit, sometimes you gotta take shit back. You just fucking going with it.
But I don't think every single politician is out there like twiddling his fucking mustache going, I'm going to take over the world. I don't think that.
No, except for the one we currently have in.
Yeah, that guy. And a lot of people around him seem really shady as fuck. But for the most part, like they were like when they talk about dredge the fucking swamp, I think the reason why shit don't get done is because people benefit too much from their personal agenda. They benefit too much. Like if you at the studio, let's just say you at work, right? Yeah. If you had a vote on how much you got paid, you would be like, you would be getting crazy money right now. Right?
Crazy money.
So they take that. You don't get that call. Thank you. We'll vote on it. We're going to vote on the budget on our own. It doesn't impact us. You can't vote on something that impacts you directly. And a lot of these guys, they're very involved in shit that impacts them, and they're fucking. It's just they want this because their friends want this. They want this because their friends want this, and their people. It's just too much of that. There's too much control. But I don't think everyone that's in the politics is. My dad was a good man, and when he got involved in politics, I'll tell you, my father was a lifetime Democrat. His father was a Jersey City Irish Catholic Democrat. You're talking J.F. Kennedy. You know what I'm saying? Like John F. Kennedy type Democrat. This fucking serious Democrat. Yeah. My grandfather was involved in got elected to Jersey City Council. You get paid for that shit. My grandfather was like a fucking Democrat. My father moved to Maywood, and we were here like 2 years, 3 years, and he was thumbing through the out-of-town newspaper, and it said the Republican Party needed someone to run on the Republican ticket for councilman. And my dad's like, I'll do that. And I'm like, you're a Democrat. You see the big word in that thing was Republican. He's like, just convert. He went down to City Hall, signed over. I'm a Republican now. Jumped on the ticket and won. Right?
Yeah, because it doesn't matter.
It didn't matter to him. He's like, I don't give a fuck. I just want to be involved. So
that's it.
He was involved, and he was helping, and he was helping. He was a good person, helping everybody. But then when the politics got really thick, and he had to be the political baseball game, he didn't know how to do it because he was a good person.
Yeah.
So he went with his heart and his not party. And he was doing it 10, 12 years in the councilman, and a big vote came up to create a new, police position, a new, say, they have sergeant and another layer of management.
Yeah.
Which would have created another $120,000 a year job.
Uh-huh.
My father, a fucking police officer, you know what I mean? Law enforcement agent, his 25 years as a law enforcement agent, said, no, we don't need another layer of $120,000 salary in this small 2x2 town that doesn't have massive crime.
Right.
We have enough we got enough. And my father pushed against it, voted against it, and then the next year my dad decided to run for mayor and lost immensely because all the Republicans were not for his vote. They were against him voting against it. And he went against. He's like, it just doesn't make sense. Why would we do that? And then he lost, and he went for mayor, didn't win, broke his heart because he's a good person, didn't know why that to him meant that people don't like him.
Yeah.
And it broke his heart, and he got out of politics because he didn't know how to do that part of the game.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't understand why fucking people. It's just how easy it is for people to be convinced somebody could be president. That's what
I know
about that whole
Oprah
Oprah thing. You know what I mean? It's like that's how dumb Democrats are. They're like, dude, you hear what she said? It's our president. It's like that's why you lost, you fucko.
Yeah, but I don't think real Democrats were saying that. Maybe Democratic morons like me, but
Democratic morons is what fucking.
I get it, but I'm saying they're not what nominates what gets a party going. They're just people like, bro, you know who would be a good president? Joe Torre. Do you see what he did to the Yankees? Did you see what he did to the Yankees?
No, but my point is because the good candidate was Bernie Sanders, not to go back on all that. And
I get it.
They said she's more electability. She's more famous. It's like, no, do you see the fucking rallies? He's more famous, but they liked her better.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're blinded by fucking dumb shit is what I'm saying.
Hillary was the agenda. Bernie was outside the box. Bernie was not a play ball Democrat. They were not bringing him into the fold.
They just make me sick. It's just hashtag Oprah 2020. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, fuck
I like
that.
Oprah too, but
Samuel Jackson 2020. What?
Yeah, it's okay. Samuel Jackson, I'll vote for.
All right, there you go. That's what I thought.
You know what I mean?
That motherfucker would make a motherfucking good president.
Can we get a nerd? Just a nerd. That's what was good about Obama. He was a fucking nerd. You're like, this guy's got.
Yeah.
He's a nerd. He's a black nerd. It's like the best kind of nerd. You know what I mean? He's hip and nerdy. It's like, you know what I mean? Like he's got,
Yeah, he's got a little soul and rhythm, and he's a nerd.
And he's a nerd.
He knows how to speak to people. He knows how to touch people. He knows how to motivate people.
Yeah, nerd. Like Bill Clinton was too cool. That's why he's banging everybody. It's like he's smart, but he's too cool. Too much banging going on.
Yeah, that's shady motherfucker.
Obama, no banging. He wasn't banging. That would have been out quick in this day and age.
What, kidding me? You don't think there's Republicans that were? You don't think they paid guys to sleep under Obama's bed? Are you kidding me?
You don't think they paid girls just to fucking
try to blow
on him like a motherfucker?
Oh, forget about it.
Those super PACs probably have hooker budgets, just sending just truckloads of broads, like hotter. Just tap them on the shoulder, just rub up against them, just
get any rise.
Get in, try and get in. Snapchat that motherfucker, and we got
Nothing happened. 8 years, they didn't get one thing.
No, he's probably
And
has
there's
big
no
breasted
way they
broads
try.
going through him. He's like, I got a book to read. I can't.
Yeah.
And then they report back to their pimp. He's a fucking nerd. I can't. I showed him my pussy, and he opened the book. I don't know what to. I don't know what to do. This guy's the real deal.
Go in there and see if he wants to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, yeah. Like one almost infiltrated.
Yeah.
You want to talk about energy conservation? Oh. Hold on, let me get my smoking jacket. It's getting hot.
I said D&D, and I thought he meant domination, and he pulled out a game.
Yeah. Pulled out a game. He's a nerd. He invited his wife. I played Dungeons and Dragons with the first family. I was trying to be the first woman to blow Obama outside of his marriage, and
Didn't happen. I
lost Dungeons and Dragons. I don't even want to play that game. He invited his family. Who invites their family to hang out with a whore? Apparently, dorky president does. I heard in that book, that Trump book, The Fire and the Fury, apparently, I didn't read it, but somebody was saying that, obviously, Trump and Melania aren't really
banging it out.
But I heard he was smashing a lot during the fucking during the whole election process, just smashing others. I think that sometimes you're like these guys that are on the election trail. You're like, they got to be smashing. They're like such powerful men.
Think about this.
Well, the one got caught the one year.
But Trump, think about this. Trump's probably thinking I'm not winning, right? I know he has to act like he thinks he's going to win because he's a fucking egomaniac.
Well, according to the book, they said he thought he wasn't going to win. He even told Melania, don't worry, I'm not going to win.
Exactly. So if you're on that tip, fuck it, I'll bang any broad at this rally. Who wants to blow me? I'm not going to be president. What, are you going to use it against me? Oh, the guy who ran for president fucked me? Who cares? What does that do? You know what I'm saying?
I guess you got to sign agreements if you're going to bang someone that powerful. You got to sign
he's not that powerful yet. That's why.
No, but I bet even fucking guys that don't want to be known, they probably say we'll just take you for everything.
Right.
You could sleep. Probably athletes do that too.
Oh yeah, Jeter used to do that, right? Didn't Jeter used to have some sort of thing you had to sign, and you had to leave your phones outside?
Yeah.
Right.
I heard about the phone thing. I know he had some. I didn't know he had to sign some.
I thought so.
I know there was a rumor that he would give them Jeter memorabilia on the way out, which is you're like, Jeter, man, I didn't think I loved you more. It's like that is some cocky.
Are you kidding me?
That's a cocky bro. It's like, oh, you enjoyed banging me all night? Would you like some of my signed memorabilia on the way out? I made a basket for you. It's like going to a sexual tricky tray. Derek Jeter's house.
You don't know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
What'd you get this time? What you get in your basket?
I got to blow Jeter, and I left with a basket of Rawlings balls.
All signed. Did he give you the certificate of authorization? Because then you can't sell it.
I got a hat.
Can you imagine selling that on on eBay? Where'd you get that ball? Well,
yeah. Where's the certificate of authenticity? Well, that's his cum stain right there next to. Oh, all right. DNA match that, motherfucker. DNA match that. I tried rubbing it on my pussy to get pregnant.
I wonder if you hose them down. What do you do? He just bang him all right, into the hose down machine. You're not gonna have any DNA on you.
Jeter seems so cautious because he probably orgasmed in another room. He brought himself to that and then he walked out.
Yeah.
And had a whole other room where he did that and he'd be like, come on. I'd be like, nah. I ain't taking no chances.
Well, you have to wear a suit, like that zip up hazmat suit.
Must have been nice to be Derek Jeter in the 90s.
Oh my God, it's nice to be Derek Jeter right now, but definitely better in the 90s.
Like fresh New York just won the World Series first year. Derek Jeter, there was nothing. Derek Jeter, I'm sure had plenty of great years, but
there's no better than
20-something years old.
Back years MVP of the World Series. What?
Oh my God!
You don't have a little pep in your step, a stride down the street, in New York.
That's what I like. You're like, okay, you could go back in time, do a few things. What would it be? Whatever you want to do. I'd be like, I just be part of his entourage.
Right.
I want to be a part of Jeter's entourage, just from '96 to 2000. To like I don't want to right after the one with the Mets. I don't want to go through the whole 9/11 disappointing loss. I want to dip out then.
Right.
96 to I want to right after the World Series. I'll dip back into this time spring training 01.
Yeah.
That's when I'll come back to reality. But I want those years. Those are some great years, man.
They got to be the best.
Part of his entourage. I'd be just to be his buddy. Who are you?
I hang out with Jeter.
Start seeing me show up in old black and white pictures of fucking in the '90s. Like, who the fuck is that short guy? Derek Jeter. I'll be the proof of time travel. Just some little nerd just sitting there like.
Who's Derek Jeter leaning on?
Yeah. Why is there a guy up to Derek Jeter's knees in every picture of him at a club? Who is that guy? That's his token dwarf.
Every hotel, you see the door spinning, and you were like right at the end, coming out. Like,
yeah. The big SUVs are coming down the road. I'm in the way back. You see me against the window. I'm like the kid in the way back. And those little bench seats in the back, like there.
Away from everybody. It's like facing out back. Just
I constantly got New York playing. Dun, 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 dun. Start spreading the news. Like, is this guy always singing? He's very happy to be here.
You just want to hand out the memorabilia at the end of the night. That's all you want to do.
Yeah, just throw me some scraps here and there. You know what I mean? I'll take whatever girl Jeter doesn't want because I'm sure she's way fine.
Yeah.
Like Jeter's girl's friend. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, oh, here's the friend. How are we going to get rid of her? You like little guys? I got Joe. He's from the future.
Come over here. Hashtag me too. You'll figure it out.
I'll tell you this great story about Trump. You won't believe it. You won't believe what happens to Trump.
Donald Trump? Yeah.
I'm telling you, go. If you want this information, you got to go hang with little Joe in the other room, but he's got some insane. He says it's from the future. He has to be. It's insane what this guy knows.
He says hashtag all the time. We don't know what he means, but
yeah. But yeah, I would love that. Live with Jeter those times.
Did they say there was like times when like him and A-Rod would just point to the crowd, like they would look at like, you know, he had like guys and be like that girl, and then they would just go back to their hotel, and then 10 minutes later those girls show up.
Oh man, that's nice.
Yeah. Well, we don't have.
I was at a game one time where I sat right by the visitors' dugout, and a girl that was in our row jumped over and ran to Derek Jeter and gave her phone number to him. This is the old Yankee Stadium. And then she came back, and then she got in her seat. Then security came and escorted her out. Jeter put that number in his back pocket.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, I don't know if he threw it away when he got in the dugout, but she was hot, dude. I'm like,
really?
He was calling her. Oh, yeah, for sure. But I'm like, I was thinking one thing. I'm like, ain't that nice? Like, it's a good life. Just
right.
Hot women just throwing themselves at you. And then I'm like, Derek Jeter must be scared as fuck. Like, anybody can just walk up and kill him.
Oh, that's what you were thinking then?
I'm like, it was just insane how easy it was for this girl to go up.
Where did she go up on the field?
He was playing shortstop. There's like between pitches.
She ran out to shortstop.
It
was at the batting
circles. It was like they came out for the inning, so they're doing, the grounders and stuff, just kind of the pitchers warm up. She just runs up to him.
Wow.
I was just like, wow.
And she didn't get tackled.
Well, because I'm pretty sure this was pre 9/11, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it just nobody. Like I said, security got her once she was already seated again.
She came back, sat down.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it was just a regular season game. It's not like in the playoffs where, like, in between innings, you see the security come out and start facing the crowd on the field.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was just like a regular daytime game.
Right.
I was just like, wow. Like, these guys are really not protected.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I mean? I bet it, maybe because it was a girl, like a hot blonde running out, it was just like, yeah, but if like I was running out, I would have been tackled half a step from the wall. It would have been like, that. I just dropped my phone over. I was picking it up. I wasn't going on the field. Your head was too far over, so we beat the shit out of him. And like I just leaned over.
You know where he was going.
I wasn't even trying to get over. I was stretching my arms, and they went over the plane. Whoa! What happened? You're not supposed to go up to the players. Be like, I was stretching.
You were reaching towards Jeter.
While the blonde walked. What about her?
The girl that just walked over, blew him on shortstop, and gave him a number.
Looked like trouble there.
Yeah.
Okay, guy. Would you like me to stop her if she's running at you? Hey, guy? Huh? All right, you got a point. Just keep the cuffs loose. That's all I got to say. Keep the cuffs loose. Got a point. I can't argue with that. But that'll be nice. And
it's a fantasy.
Good cast.
Yeah, it's a good cast.
You taking your kids out for dinner? That's why we're not live tonight, people. Mikey's got a dinner date with his children.
Yeah, my daughter just came back from, she was away since New Year's. She's been away.
Yeah.
So me and my son went out. We haven't been out to dinner since New Year's. So it's time.
Yeah.
We always go. Once a week, we all go out.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I'm buying some shit for the. I'm probably gonna buy some shit for the studio so we can record live at my place.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy like a bunch of mic stands.
Okay.
And I'm gonna buy some webcams so like we can have our. I may just buy one webcam for like me and you. Will just be a 2-shot. But if I have guests on,
right,
multiple webcams where we could all have our own cam, and I'm buying these mic stands that like I can have a mic and the webcam hooked on each person's individual stand.
Okay.
That way it's like, you know what I mean, different angles and shit.
Right. That's cool.
Trying to do it up. Trying to bring people. I got some good comments on the live.
With Cody, the Code Face Killer.
I mean, he'll be around. You know what I mean? He's just part of it. What are you gonna do? It is what it is.
Have to be in the room.
Yeah, we have the 100th episode coming up in a couple weeks. I'm thinking we should go live from my place for that. Maybe have a guest. Maybe have a guest or two on.
Is this 97 or 98?
This is 97.
Okay.
So 98 next week. So around the last week of January will be our 100th episode. So maybe on that Sunday or Monday. Yeah.
98 next week. 99. Yeah. So the first week of February, basically.
Basically, but I want to record it. We'll go live. Well, if we go, I mean, if
you know the day of the first 100 episodes ago? What?
The actual day?
Yeah.
I mean, I can find out if I want to. I can just look. Let's see what that is. Sorry, people. We were about to end, and we.
So it's the first. It's actually the first, right? Is the 30th would be if we did it on a Wednesday, it would be the 100th episode.
100. Yeah, first episode was January 31st. Was uploaded.
Okay.
So that week, 100th episode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, I don't know. Like I said, I wanted to maybe occasionally incorporate some of our friends into the show.
Absolutely. No,
I think it'd be better if we're all in the same room instead of trying to do like 3 Skype.
Yeah. I also was thinking that we should, like maybe me and you should prep like some like sort of like interview questions that we would ask. If we had a guest.
I don't want to interview a guest. I just want to have a conversation.
Shut up.
No, you shut up.
We should have some interview questions. So if I'm on the road with a comic or you're on the road with a comic, that you can ask them some interview questions and like just have like a little like, I was on the road with fucking Chris Roach and I just asked him 3 or 4 questions about the show he was, his career. Boom, boom, boom. It's a 5-minute interview. We could drop it in like when we're doing shows.
Do that. Yeah, do that when you're on the road. Just ask them whatever you want.
Okay.
Not that the same questions we ask.
No, I know, but just something we know that we want to ask instead of me just being out there going, so, how do you like television? Something that we might want to ask guys that make it different than when did you start your career? What's the worst bomb story? Something different.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Any conversation you have will be good.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so.
Make a bonus episode if you want, if you record.
Yeah,
it.
I was just saying that we could take that as part of, we're on the road, we are with comics all the time, different people. We can turn our little recorder on and interview people, talk to people, say, I'm going to put you on my podcast. That's a way of getting them on their podcast, tell them when they're going to be on, they share it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I'll set you up with some sort of like good, we'll get some road equipment. You know?
Okay.
2 little lav mics into a little recorder. That way you could not like just have some shitty quality,
right
sounding audio.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
No, but that's why we're trying to just people like the cast the way we do it, and we're gonna mostly be the regular all in our heads, just me and you having a conversation. But from time to time, we'll incorporate different things, having a guest in occasionally. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
And just for fun, just to do
Right.
shit and introduce you to some of our friends and shit like that. So let's do some plugs. Do you have anything coming up?
Yes. Friday, I will be at the Valley Forge Casino in Valley Forge, Pennsylvania, or King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. Friday, 8 o'clock show.
Friday, 8 o'clock show. Okay.
Yes.
Let me try. I have nothing next 2 weeks, but I'm doing a fundraiser the last Saturday of the month. If you live in the Manasquan area, it's open to the public, $25 per person. It's at the Manasquan Elks Lodge. You get for $25, you get a show and 1 beer or wine. Cash bar. Bring your own snacks.
This is dude, the whole thing you just said. If
Sounds awful.
If that doesn't turn off a new comedian, I don't know what would. Yeah.
I know. I may have to just delete that from the fucking podcast.
If that doesn't make a comedian go, what the fuck does that guy do? I'm out. I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah. It was like, where are you going to be, Mike? Valley Forge Casino. Where you going to be, Joe? Just listen to the recording. If you're in the Manasquan,
I'm trying to help them raise money.
If you're in the Manasquan area, come on down to the, where was it? The
Elks
American
Lodge.
The worst one, the Elks Lodge.
Actually, don't come to that.
Come to the Elks Lodge. Get a free beer or wine. Oh my God! Just you laying that out, mate. It was killing me. Oh my God, that's fucking so funny.
No, what's funny though is Mike acts like he won't be in the Elks Lodge.
Oh no, I'm just saying.
soon.
It's just.
I'm at the casinos.
But the way you said it, it just sounded so like this is what we do. I just
This is
happen
what
to,
we do. I'm not
I
in
know.
denial.
I just happened to be at a casino this weekend, but of course, most of my calendar is American Legion halls. You know what I'm saying? But the way you said it, if you're in the Manasquan area, it was, it was like
Well,
I'd
hate for anybody to travel for this.
it just was so funny. Just listen to that clip. Just listen to that clip, and if you don't see the humor in that, then you don't have a funny bone. It just sounded so funny.
Listen, I thought it was ridiculous to do it.
You couldn't even look icon. You weren't even making eye contact with me anymore. You just started looking down, like, especially when you get a free beer or wine.
Normally, I don't even promote fundraisers.
I know you don't. That's what was
She
making
sent
me laugh.
She sent me a flyer,
Right.
like asking if I could.
Yeah, no,
And the
yeah.
flyer is awful. I'm like, there's no way I'm sharing this.
Right.
So I'm like, I'll pump it on my podcast. That's about it. The flyer's not even like high res. It's all like it's all fucking
really?
like out of focus because they have like a 1
Yeah.
megabyte file. It's like just garbage.
Right.
But
But when like that's what was making me laugh because we've never read like look, we've said like, hey, I'm going to be doing a fundraiser in fucking Middletown. It's for a baseball team. Maybe open to the public. If you're around that area, let me know. That kind of thing. We've done that quick. But when you read it and you went into it, and you're like at the Elks Lodge, boom, 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 boom. My stomach was gonna explode. It was fucking hilarious.
Well, actually, I'll give you a couple other dates just because. Actually, that one's sold out. But I'll be headlining February 21st at Uncle Vinny's Comedy Club. That's a Wednesday.
Nice.
See that?
Wednesday, Thursday, or just Wednesday?
Just Wednesday. And it was a last minute filling. Somebody canceled. And February 17th, I'll be up at this place called the Spring Street Restaurant or something up in Newton, New Jersey. One of James's gigs. So go to jjcomedy.com. It's like a Valentine's Day show. So it's like
what town is that?
Newton, New Jersey. It's like up north where he does they do 2 shows there a year, New Year's Eve and Valentine's Day.
Okay, yeah.
So I'll be doing that show February 17th. So if you live up in way north New Jersey, get tickets for that. Bring your wife or your girl out or your boy, whatever, whoever you are. Man, women, it's fucking date night, Valentine's Day. It's like it's a very good restaurant. So it's like buffet, I think, or some shit. And, 3-course meal. I don't know. Just go to jjcomedy.com to get tickets. I don't know. Bad plugs, obviously. But thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks for our buddy Lloyd in Texas who said he was having problems with the Apple podcasting app. He said it was playing us like chipmunks.
Oh, really?
But I said that app sucks, so I told him get the Laughable app, laughable.com/download. That's the better app to listen to us. The Apple app sucks. So everybody, thanks for listening. Thanks for downloading. You've been listening to All in Our Heads.